Hello YouTube, this is a review on my Esee Izula, and this is in Venom Green. And as the name says, I think it's in a South American language, the locals down there. I think it's in Brazil or somewhere, maybe in the Amazon, somewhere in the Amazon. Anyways, it's named after the bullet ant. They call it the Izula. And I have Esee Izula. I'll do a review on some other time. And it's a neat little knife. It's a good little neck knife, everyday carry. I picked this one up at Blades Canada last year. And I have another one I got from the States. It's in a dark green color, but I have it packed away because I like green. But it comes in a variety of colors. It also comes in S35VN metal option. Or I think it's stainless. This one is not stainless. It's powder coated, kinetic powder coating, I believe. Maybe they use epoxide. And it's made in the Rowan Knife Factory for Randall's Knife Adventurers. And anyways, I got a G10 handle for it when I bought it. I didn't buy the kit because I was curious about it. I was going to buy a Kangaroo, which is slightly smaller than this. And I just wanted a reliable little fixed blade knife for my daily walks. I live near a mountain, and there's lots of wildlife, and I feel comfortable having this knife on me, even though it wouldn't really fare up to a cougar or a bear. I wouldn't ever use a knife on it, but if I had to, at least it's something, right? But this knife I recommend for people who want a reliable little pocket knife for, a variety of things, not fending off wild animals. I think it would just irritate them. But anyways, and of course I can't lose this in the woods if I drop it because it's that bright green. Unless it's near predator blood, then I guess then it's lost. But anyways, I like the color. The powder coating is really, it's very similar to a K-bar that I have, a Becker K-bar. And I bought that knife many moons ago, and I imagine it could, like, I've seen other videos on SE4s and SE5s, and some people don't like the paint, so they do away with it. And there was one guy, he actually put some coating on it to keep the original laser etching, because this is laser etched. You can feel a little bit of ridge there. Anyways, it fits my hand pretty nice. You can do a reverse grip on it. I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, that way I don't bore you to death. But yeah, it's a really good knife overall. I've seen Joe X do some destruction videos on the SE3s and 4s. And basically, if you were to baton with this knife, be very mindful of this jimping, because most of the videos, if you watch on this Esee, like the toughness test in the end, he shoves it into a log. And he puts all his weight onto it, and he snaps the blade in half, and then he takes it in his little bunker and he shoots it. He's a neat guy. He's a little touched, but he's an interesting guy. He's a good shit. But other than that, this is a tough knife. And the thing is, I would never suggest people go out of their way to break the blade. But I like Joe X videos because he takes the knife to the max. You never subject knives to that the way he did it. But anyways, I don't think he's done a video on the Izula. Yeah, maybe down the road he will. But the cool thing about Esee Knives, Randall Adventure, I think his name is Jeff Randall. Yeah, Jeff Randall. They have a lifetime guarantee on the knife. So if you ever decide to part with your knife, give it away to your son, your dad, or your brother, or your best buddy, or your sister, or your aunt, or whatever, whoever's into knives, should they break this knife, Esee, or Randall's Knives, will replace it free of charge. That's how confident they are in their steel. And that's, granted, even if you didn't intentionally destroy it, but I don't recommend doing that. I really value each knife that I have, and this one here, I think I'll probably will it to somebody because it is just an awesome little knife. The only thing I don't like about it is this Kydex sheath. It's leaving a little bit of a black marking on there, but I can live with it. I used it to do food prep. I broke down I'm breaking down recyclables all the time, so I like really good knives. And 1095, and when it gets cold out, I baton with certain knives. But my rule is when I baton, I did a stick with this, and it was less than 2 inches. I haven't batoned with this guy yet, but I watched a video of a guy who lived in Newfoundland, and he did a lot of bushcraft and just, everything from starting fires to, he really liked his, I'm having a brain fart right now. Temperance. Yeah, I'm thinking Fenrir because I have a tenable Fenrir. And I was on the fence about getting a Cansep Fenrir, but I'm on a budget. And anyways, this guy, and he passed away 4 years ago, he did a lot of videos on this particular model of knife from Spyderco, and he had a lot of positive things to say about it. I don't think he was too happy with the VG10 option. I think he was more of a purist. He was into like tool steels and stuff like that, but I could be wrong. There's another guy that, a survival video, but yeah, you could survive with these two knives easily. And of course, when I get back to backpacking and stuff, I'll pack them along. But yeah, the Izula is a great little knife, and it's not too intimidating. Very affordable. If you don't want the G10, you can go with micarta. I bought a micarta scale for it as well because I wasn't too sure. I was on the fence between G10 and micarta, and actually I bought an extra set of G10 scales from Hero Outdoors, and it was supposed to be micarta, and then I ordered, I think I ordered some from I think I got it right from Randall's store online from their Amazon.com because they don't have a Canadian storefront. So anyways, when I bought the scales from Randall's, I bought another Izula. And I'll do a video on that sometime. I'll do an unbox on that one. I haven't opened it up. I opened it up to look at it, but I never took it out of its box. And it came with micarta scales. So I have 2 sets of G10 and I have 2 sets of micarta. So it's a bonus. I think I also have the necklace option for the Kydex sheath that comes with it. So anyways, if you're on the fence about buying it, don't pick yourself one up. These knives are awesome, and again, they come in a variety of colors. There was a hunter orange one I wanted, but it's no longer available. So I settled for the Venom Green, and I'll do a video on my SE4 in the future. Well, you all take care, and talk to you soon. Have a good one.